Welcome, wrestling fans, to the Battle Zone. This is the Animated Wrestling League Strong and Free, episode 23. Bang a gong, we are on. Collar and elbow tie-up. It's the technical wizard, Lee Masters, the mixed martial artist, versus the giant cyborg, Jigoku Destroy, the destroyer from hell of Dr. Jigoku's augments. In this one-on-one match, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching, for the first time ever in regular season competition, the New Year's tournament will be held in just about a month, which means that every victory matters because it is the top 8 win-loss records of each branch. AWL Strong and Free here in Canada, AWL Hontai over in Japan. The top 8 enter the tournament, or at least are eligible to enter the tournament. There are only 15 from the main roster. We will determine which branch has the man advantage as we get closer to the middle of December. Good powerbomb escape from that armbar. I think it was actually a full Google Plata. 1 minute in, 10-minute time limit in this non-title singles match. Because the seedings in the tournament, or the position in the tournament, the berth in the tournament, is determined by win-loss records, every match matters. You need to get your win-loss percentage up as high as possible if you want to have a chance of doing that. Now, I will point out, Jigoku Destroy is a former winner of the Oshogatsu Taikai, the New Year's tournament. Let me just double-check the records here. Jigoku Destroy winning it in 2020. So not that long ago, frankly. Also, Sammy Nix, Suplex Master, won the tournament in 2017. You can see him on the outside of the ring supporting his partner, who has never won the tournament and, frankly, hasn't always qualified, hasn't always made the cut. But a win tonight, a win over one of the best wrestlers in the company, quite frankly, and that's not an exaggeration. Jigoku Destroy has a win-loss record coming into this match, 122 wins and 65 losses, ratio of plus 57. Nothing short of injury is going to keep him out of the New Year's tournament. We're going back to that Google Plata. You can call it the Hell's Gate if you like. You can call it a necklock armbar. And you notice how, I was about to say something about the ring positioning, but it doesn't matter. Powerbomb escape again. And I don't know if Lee Masters has the leverage. Lee Masters, a Season 0 original here in the AWL. Been in this business a very, very long time. He's got an AWL record of 83 and 74, ratio of plus 9. Right now, just shy of making the cutoff for the tournament. And actually, let me double check the records here. I've got my spreadsheet open on the other screen. And yes, it does look... Yes, a win here would actually propel him up into a tie with the Arab American Dream, Hassan, for the last slot in the tournament from AWL Strong and Free. We may have to settle that with a match a little bit later. But Lee Masters has to get past this first. And there's the Disaster Lock. A move that he perfected with his brother when they were the Masters of Disaster, a tag team way back in Season 0. Lee Masters, it takes perfect body positioning. Every muscle of the body has to be in perfect synchronization to even lock on that hold, let alone keep it going. Oh, paintbrush by the cyborg. Going up, and no, counter! Managed to reverse the positioning here. And we see the other augments at ringside. There does appear to be a new augment. Can't believe I'm burying the lead there. But I'm not entirely sure what its deal is. We'll find out eventually. And there it is! Rear naked choke with the body scissors. Nowhere to go here, it looks like. And yes, there is a tap out from the robot, or from the cyborg, I should say. Lee Masters, with that win, puts himself in contention to compete in the New Year's tournament, the Oshogatsu Taikai. And yes, you can see that new augment on the far left-hand side of your screen there. Focus on that. A new creation of the diabolical Dr. Jigoku has entered the Animated Wrestling League.
Here's your winner, the technical wizard, Lee Masters!
But there are only so many slots in the tournament. We're going to have a match to find out if Hassan or Lee Masters will represent Strong and Free at the Oshogatsu Taikai. first tag team match for the former tag team champions after losing the belts last week. And the Tigers have a bad draw here. One of the most powerful teams in the AWL. They've not gotten off to a great start this season, but a giant mummy and an inhumanly flexible and capable grappler. It doesn't get harder than that.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring, accompanied by the Manipulator. From the sands of time and the realm of the yokai, the tag team combination of the 17th sensation Hibitsuke and King Akira. Together they are Monster Union.
Neither Hibitsuke nor King Akira have qualified for the New Year's tournament, and mathematically I don't think it's horribly likely at this point. King Akira, a ratio of 22 and 22 in his AWL career, perfect balance of win-loss ratio of 0. Hibitsuke just below that, 21 and 22 for a ratio of -1. And yeah, there's not enough time between now and the tournament for either of these men to get the opportunity to compete. So their best hope of success and glory in this season of the AWL is to climb the ranks of the tag team division, get themselves into the best 4, and challenge now Gamba's Shadows for the AWL World's Tag Team titles. I suspect we're going to see quite a few tag teams focusing more on tag team wrestling, with the Intercontinental and Canadian National Championships out of the men's division. Speaking of the Canadian National Championship, here comes the champion. And also a couple of guys.
And their opponents, fighting out of the Unified School of the Tiger Style, accompanied by the Animated Wrestling League Canadian National Champion, Spring Tiger, the tag team combination of Tiger Mask 3 and Black Tiger Justice. Together they are the Tiger Brothers.
One episode ago, back on AWL, our double championship match, AWL Hontai 382, losing the titles in their first title defense, the championship victory over their senseis, over their masters, their teachers that earned them the full right to call themselves Tiger Mask and Black Tiger. A little bit tainted, perhaps, but the mantle remains along the shoulders of Tiger Mask 3, and he will be starting off against a much bigger opponent. 15 minutes on the clock in this non-title tag team affair, as King Akira immediately asserts his power base by just shoving his opponent to the ground, hitting that vertical suplex, not even a snap suplex, but still incredibly fast for somebody that big. Right now, neither of these teams in the AWL Best 4. Tiger Mask 3 and Black Tiger Justice, however, have qualified for the AWL Oshogatsu Taikai from AWL Strong and Free. We will see them. We will definitely see Black Tiger Justice in the tournament. Black Tiger Justice also has a date with the AWL Grand Championship. He is the #1 contender if he can maintain that rank. We'll see the #3 contender in our next match, I believe. That's going to be Matt Classic Senior is the #3 contender. Matt Classic Junior is not. Matt Classic 2, who will be in our next match. I made a mistake, and you know what? I'm going to leave it in because I'm too lazy to edit. Collar and elbow tie-up. 2 tags have been made on each side, and out. Uh-oh. Pulling him back in. The Serpentine. DDT! Taking a long time to do that. 15 minutes on the clock. You don't have a lot of time to be wasting on something like that. We prioritize high-octane action here in the AWL, so we have time limits. We have very light time limits. Elbow drop from the top, but there is no water in the pool, as the former tag team champion, the #1 contender, going all the way around the world, Code Red, or maybe a Code Black from the Black Tiger. The first generation of the Black Tiger dynasty to be a babyface from his inception. He wants to bring honor, glory, and justice back to the name of Black Tiger and to the reputation of foreign wrestlers in Japan. Of course, that was before being drafted here to Canada as part of our brand extension. And oh, look at that! Pulling a Hurricane Rana out of a physics-defying nowhere. Black Tiger Justice showing, and here comes the code black once again. Black Tiger Justice showing why he is the #1 contender to the Grand Championship and why he has a very good chance, I think I would honestly say, of winning the Oshogatsu Taikai. He wouldn't be the first Black Tiger to do so. Back in 2013, Black Tiger King, an alter ego of a more famous wrestler, won the Oshogatsu Taikai. It was again back in 2013. I believe that was the 4th iteration of the tournament. Going around, what do we have? Going up. Tiger Mask 3, who is in the tournament at the moment, but he's only got a win-loss ratio of +11. If he loses 1 or 2 more matches, he's on the bubble or he's out. So this is a must-win for the Tigers, not only to get back on track as far as momentum in the momentum and points on win-losses in the tag team division, but in the singles division as well. Saka something by Hebitsky, who's going to be thinking about this. Oh, wait a minute! How did the referee not see that? That Serpent Venom, the Venom Blast, the Dogagiri, right into the face. The mask will provide some protection, but the Tiger Mask doesn't have mesh over the eye holes. So if that, it's not going to get up his nose, but if that Venom got into his eyes, he is wrestling blind right now. He's wrestling on instinct, but still able to clamp down the Tiger's maw across the throat of his opponent. Had to be broken up by King Akira. Blatant use of the Dogagiri. That snake venom won. And I think if Tiger Mask 3 had a clear shot of what he was doing, that cover would have been at least a 2 count, if not the final and fatal 3. He must have closed his eyes at the right side. Oh, wait a minute. Caught him. Powerbomb attempt. Yes. And some action on the outside as Black Tiger Justice fighting with King Akira. That means neither of the men in the ring, the legal combatants, have anybody to tag right now. Going around and kaboom. Tiger suplex hold for the 1, 2, 3. No! Okay, that was close. And again, a little bit of a slip up, a little bit of a miscommunication with himself there. That's got to be the lingering effects of the Dogagiri. Uh-oh, snake bite, snake bite, snake bite. Hey, Satsuwaza, the snake bite. The move that can be hit from absolutely any angle on absolutely any opponent.
5 minutes have elapsed, 10 remain.
But Tiger Mask 3 standing up to that name, or kicking out to that name, I should say, able to survive. And he heard the tag. He assumes that the referee's not making a 5 count on King Akira, that there is a legal tag, and he is absolutely correct. Is he going to go around? Code Gold! And there's the tag, brother to brother. And I don't necessarily mean that biologically, but these two, they came in together, they trained together. Beautiful top rope moonsaults. Black Tiger saw the spinning kick right to the face. Japanese arm drag. Black Tiger Justice showing he knows how to fight a bigger opponent, and considering some of the names in the Oshogatsu Taikai, Jigoku Destroy, Project Tetsu, yeah, a bunch of, you're going to have to be able to fight people bigger than you. It's going to be a Monsters Ball, Matt Classic Senior. We're going to have some high flyers in there. Shenron, Sammy Nix. All have qualified just from this side of the league. It's one of the few nights a year that we see, or one of only really 2 times a year that we see the AWL branches co-mingle other than the champions. The tag is made. In comes Tiger Mask 3, collar and elbow tie-up. As we go through to the back, what do we have? Oh, swing and a miss, kick to the midsection. Hard right hand. Going up for a body slam, perhaps. No, he's going, oh, face first. tilt-a-whirl face buster, or swinging face buster, you might call that. Down into the cover for the 1, 2, but that moment of hesitation between the move and the cover, the difference between victory and defeat, standing moonsault. Maybe trying to show up his own partner here, I don't know. Springboard off of the white rope, the middle strand. He's going to try and do it again. Tiger Salt went to the well one too many times. Got a little too cheesy with it. Snake bite! Snake bite! Snake bite! Into the cover! 1, 2. No! Got out of that. Okay, sorry Excalibur, I'm going to say it. 2.99 ad infinitum. As the AWL fans here in the Battle Zone in the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, showing their appreciation for tag team wrestling. And we've got some of the best tag teams in the world in this promotion. You're going to see a lot more of them as we go forward. And we start getting back to our This Week in Tag Team Wrestling segment. Get some wins on the board. Up and down. We also have, I've heard that a couple of new tag teams have been filling out the paperwork to register in the Joshi tag team division. The action splitting between the ring and the ringside area. Black Tiger Justice taking on and taking out right now King Akira and no Choppu, the chops forever. And the Tiger Feint Punch. And goes behind, goes for, no, I thought he was definitely going to go for the Tiger Suplex there, but no. Gets his opponent into the corner. Powerball, a Tiger Bomb. That was a Tiger Bomb on the outside. Moonsault. Double moonsault. He's already gotten in trouble for going for the moonsaults one too many times. Can he do the third? He's going to go for the third strand. Yes, he is. Tiger Mask 3 showing off his technique and skill here. 1. But he breaks it up before King Akira can do any damage. That makes sense. He saw the King Akira, or maybe, I think actually Spring Tiger told him what was going on. Either way, we are back to one-on-one. Not good. This is another setup. Yeah, I've seen, yep, here we go one more time. Snake bite. That's the third snake bite of the match. Black tight, wait a minute. Why is he not going for the cover? He's got something. He's gonna go for it again. 4. Snake bite number 4 into the cover. Black Tiger Justice is gonna have to break this up. And he does. The legal man did not actually kick out there. You couldn't after your 4th snake bite. And now going for the Anaconda device, but no. An escape, but not without damage done. Collar and elbow, face first. One-man flapjack. And right now, Tiger Mask 3 trying to cut the ring in half, or at least cut his opponent off from his own corner. But that was actually, that was interesting. No tag there, says the referee. But that would have been the perfect opportunity for a blind tag.
10 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
And now it's 1-on-2 on the outside and up, and the Serpent strikes. From the floor with the head scissors. Unbelievable. And now going for that. Oh! Elevated snake bite. He has so many variations of this. Almost a Canadian snake bite, you might call it. And here in AWL Strong and Free, we don't have the fancy cushioned crowd barricades. We've got old bike racks with these cloth slip covers over them. AWL rules in effect. That means there is a 20 count on the outside. Four minutes remaining approximately. Referee's count is up to 11 past the halfway point as Tiger Mask 3 getting thrown pillar to post here. It's been an amazing match. Tiger screw leg whip. Almost said dragon screw. It is a tiger screw when it's done by a tiger. That's not good. One of these men have got to get back into the ring and they've got to do it quick. Oh! Full Nelson slam on the outside. The mats providing almost no cushioning. I think we're up to 17 now. Listen for the referee. Oh, 17. That was 16 before. 17. Get back in the ring. Both of you. Either of you. Leg sweep. 19. I don't think Sir P. Beat Sky heard it. Oh no.
This match has been ruled a double ring out.
I'm sorry. This match will have no time limit, no disqualifications, no rules, and no record. It's rare that we see these grudge matches, but frankly expect violence.
The following contest is a grudge match. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from the independent circuit, the innovator of professional wrestling, Matt Classic 2.
It was 2 weeks ago that Matt Classic 2 was attacked backstage by Flex Rumblecrunch, and it was carnage. Chairs, tables, equipment boxes, it was nuts. Matt Classic 2 had to be evaluated by our medical staff. He was cleared to wrestle last week in a tag team victory over the 2 other members of the Devastation Corporation, but he wants to get the man who actually assaulted him one-on-one in the ring where it's a wrestling matter and not a police matter. And the commissioner has agreed to make this a grudge match. That means it will not count towards anybody's win-loss records in the AWL. And unfortunately, it does mean another one-night payoff for a member of the Devastation Corporation.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, he is a member of the Devastation Corporation, Flex Rumblecrunch.
And you may be wondering why the other members of the Dev Corp are not at ringside, they're not here. Well, we're not going to pay them. None of these 3 invaders, these bullies, these idiots, none of these 3 have AWL contracts. They're on per-appearance handshake deals, and the commissioner ain't going to shake a hand with anybody of the low moral caliber of the Devastation Corporation if they're not even actually going to wrestle. So, no partners, no cornermen, nothing. It's just the freelancer, Flex Rumblecrunch, admittedly one of the greatest wrestling names of all time, up against Matt Classic 2. Anything goes, no time limit. They will fight until there is a winner. Matt Classic 2 looking kind of confident here. Flex Rumblecrunch looking for a solo trip to the pay window. And we're just going to start off closed fists all around, completely legal. I wouldn't expect a wrestling match between these 2. Partly because Matt Classic 2 is pissed off. And Flex Rumblecrunch and the Dev Corp, they really can't wrestle. They're more just, you know, plow over everybody. Matt Classic 2, the first to go up to the high rent district. And he wants his opponent standing. He's thinking maybe a cross body block or something? I don't know. Yes, he was, but he mistimed it. Or Flex Rumblecrunch had the wherewithal to backstep, and now finally a collar and elbow tie-up. There'll be no time calls in this match because there's no time limit. Again, these grudge matches are very rare in the AWL, but they do tend to get violent. They do tend to get bloody. If you don't like seeing that in your animated wrestling, please feel free to skip to our main event tonight. We've got a great main event for you. The Joshi Championship on the line. Nekomusume to challenge the Knockout Queen, Lupe Peligro, in Peligro's first defense of her 2nd title reign. And now going at the nose here, trying to fish hook a little bit. Again, that would normally be at least a public warning, if not known out disqualification, in a traditional AWL rules match. But grudge match, anything goes. No holds barred. The only rule is you must win by pinfall or submission. And I'm not even sure if it has to be in the ring. I believe it does. But honestly, at this point, the referee, who's being paid by the professionals, you see there Louis Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. He's not being paid by the company for this match. Both men have agreed to pay half of the referee's appearance fee in order to stick with the union rules. Referees can't work for free, but they don't have to be paid by the promotion. Back to the collar, Irish whip, over the top rope, down to the floor goes Flex Rumblecrunch, and now is when things are going to start getting interesting. Who's going to go for the weapons first? Oh, a stomp right to the ghoulies! Normally we're checking that that was above the belt. It was not in this case. Two kicks right to the gonads. As Flex Rumblecrunch, former king of trios, goes for the steel chair. As possible, Matt Classic may have hurt his hand there, but Poison Run on the outside. I think almost right on the chair. And there's the, oh, there we go. There's the chair getting used. The swing of the chair. The classic trope of professional wrestling. And Flex Rumblecrunch somehow still standing. Flex Rumblecrunch somehow still withstanding that. Incredible power. He's got him by the mask. Ooh! And the referee is calling that a knockout. I'm not entirely sure I agree with that. I think the ref overstepped the whistle there. But let's take a look. Oh, yeah, his head hit hard. Yeah, never mind.
Here's your winner, Flex Rumblecrunch.
We're still not giving you a contract, but you do get a trip to the pay window. Main event time, Joshi Championship on the line for the first time this season. Lupe Peligro, Nekomusume. This is going to be great.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for one fall, one submission or knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Championship. Now introducing the participants.
Nekomusume is technically the number 2 contender in the AWL Best 4, but she is the highest rank here in AWL Strong and Free. Was the commissioner who decided that the first title defense was going to be here in Canada. And of course the number 1 contender over on AWL Hontai is Akira Merune, and she is not happy that somebody gets to go for the Knockout Queen before she does. That's the scheduling, though. It sucks. Nekomusume, the cat daughter, the feline spirit from the realm of the yokai, brought to this dimension, along with the rest of Monster Union, by the Manipulator, that witch always in the background, never saying anything, rarely making her presence known, but still dominating the room every time she steps into it. One half of the Unholy Alliance in the Joshi division, Joshi Tag Team division, Nekomusume, a record of 25 and 27 in her AWL career. The champion right now, the AWL Joshi champion, 17 and 8 in her AWL career. So on paper, this should go to the Knockout Queen, but never underestimate the tenacity of a cat girl. Nya. And there she is, the luchadora, the crime-fighting luchadora from Veracruz, Mexico, wearing the signature red leather of the Joshi division, her second reign as AWL Joshi champion. Currently at V0, looking to get out of that tonight. They say that you're not a real champion until you've defended it twice. Until you defended it once, and basically the only people who say that are people who have defended titles more than once. But we have had a V0 plague in the AWL as of late. And there you see at the Joshi division, the top prize in women's wrestling.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of the realm of the yokai, accompanied by the Manipulator, Nekomusume. And her opponent, she's the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi champion, tonight making her first title defense, fighting out of Veracruz, Mexico, the Knockout Queen, Lupe Peligro. And this is an officially sanctioned Joshi Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Marcus Bonganoush in charge.
There we see it. There's the prize. Big fight feel in the AWL arena. Joshi singles gold. The gold and the red leather. It would look good around the waist of either of these women. 30 minutes on the clock. Extended time limit in all title matches. That is to minimize the chance of a time limit draw. because on a draw, the title does not change hands. Swing and a miss with that elbow drop by Nekomusume, a mistake early in the match. She could not afford to do that. The extended time limit does make one think that you should plan for a long match, but these wrestlers rarely do that. They're not getting paid by the hour. Lupe Peligro wants to knock her opponent out in the next couple of minutes, go home, and cash her paycheck. Nekomusume, she wants to strike hard, strike fast, and become the new AWL Joshi champion. Just like this, she could do it. One! Off of the top rope, perfect landing as always by the cat wrestler. The Nekoke Puroresu, cat style of professional wrestling, highly athletic, highly agile, perfect body control. Collar and elbow tie-up, Irish whip back into the corner. Into those Canadian flags. Ooh, hard shot, hard punch. And now wiping her boot on the face of her opponent. That is disrespectful, but that could be the knockout. First we have the insult, and then we have the injury. Senton off of the middle strand. Of course our... Oh no, the manipulator getting involved here. Letting Nekomusume get back up to her feet. Grab a rear waist lock going up. Backdrop driver. Or at least a backdrop. I've never been sure the exact difference between a backdrop and a backdrop driver. But you know what? It's wrestling. I can call it whatever I like. Middle rope. DDT! As you would expect from the lucha libre style of the luchadora, the knockout queen Lupe Peligro, she can fly with the best of them when she has to. But she prefers to, as I said, knock her opponents out. Most of her victories, and she has won 17 matches in the AWL, most of her victories have come, hang on, 1, 2, by knockout, though she has won by pinfall as well. Not sure if she's ever won by submission, though. Fortunately, this is not a submission-only match, and there's the... Oh no, a counter to the spear into a DDT! Taking the advice of Bruce Lee, be like water. Cat Scratch Fever! Cat Scratch Fever, that could be a knockout blow, but no. Quickly shifting her body weight to make it easy to grab the rope. Nekomusume sees it, she doesn't like it, but that's well within the rules, well spotted by the referee. So many times you see the referee focusing on the shoulders, they're not looking for limbs under or on the ropes. So a lot of rope breaks do get missed. But the referee is right, even when the referee is wrong. Whip, over the top, down to the floor. Slide down, and we are now on the outside. I must remind you of the champion's advantage. We've already seen one double count out tonight. I'm being told we will have a rematch in, between the Unified School of the Tiger Style and Monster Union. I'm not sure the exact details of that yet, though. Please stay tuned to the Animated Wrestling League. We've already had one double count out tonight. Any kind of a count out here, and oh, powerbomb onto the... Ooh. Onto the ring and into the ring, the steel superstructure becoming a weapon for Lupe Peligro. Rolling in. And okay, we're going to see the springboard drop kick. This is one of her favorite knockout maneuvers. Yes, it is! Referee checking. Not calling for the knockout, but the referee distracted here. Lupe Peligro realized it quickly, says, okay, I'm just going to do more damage. Going up, and senton. As you can see, that black chair being slung into the ring by the manipulator. The referee gets it out of there very, very quickly. Well done. Lupe Peligro looking for maybe another knockout blow, this time from the top. Oh! I did not think she got all of that. I think she was going for a knee strike to the head. But she did not get it all. And now, falling senton. A lot of senton maneuvers being worked into this match. 1, 2... We're only about 4.5 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. This is a 30-minute time limit. Can these women keep up this pace? And will fatigue be the factor? Will fatigue be the end of it? Or will the drop kick? Yeah, no! She sidesteps. She sidesteps. Kick to the midsection. Backbreaker. Russian leg sweep. Mexican leg sweep, we'll call it, because she's from Mexico. And now, spear! And that, the referee is going to call the knockout. Let's take a look at some of that action. The cat scratch fever. I thought that was it. Had to grab the rope to save herself. The knockout kick.
Here's your winner by knockout and still Animated Wrestling League Joshi champion, Lupe Peligro.
Another notch in the belt of the Knockout Queen. Her next challenger, it's gotta be the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, Akira Merune. It's exciting times as the Oshogatsu Taikai comes close, but for tonight, korede kimarida.